As we all know, Ellen is not only a remarkable author, historian, supporter of Montana history, and an advocate for people in all walks of life, not only in Montana, but across the United States. I think Ellen is probably one of the most magical things that ever happened in my life. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a retired teacher from Missoula, and I was very late to enter the teaching profession, age 50. It was my retirement job, in fact. And I met Ellen not long after I began my teaching, and I was very influenced with place-based teaching. I wanted to take my students to the places that they could learn and actually experience the things they were reading in the literature. I think I forgot to mention I was an English teacher at Sentinel. So I first ran into, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, good, okay. I first ran into Ellen in 2007, and of course, I dialed the Montana Historical Society and Ellen picked up the phone. I was looking for some information on the cemetery that lay behind the Jocko Church near Ardley, Montana. And of course, my class was reading, as Ellen was thrilled to hear, Girl from the Gulches. And I told her that not only were we going to go to the cemetery and the church in the next week, but we were also going to do a community service project and clean the graves just in time for Memorial Day. And that we were, in addition, going to meet with a noted Salish elder, Louis Adams. And he was going to share with us the history of the Salish removal from the Bitterroot. Ellen said, "Cheryl, can I go with you? I have not been there. I need to see the place." And that began our friendship. It was an incredible trip, as you can only imagine, and we have relived it in so many ways, with Louis and without Louis, across the state of Montana, the two of us. You know that she's a celebrated historian and has received almost every award she could garner. This is magical for her because, of course, this is the one she really worked so hard to fulfill. We know Ellen taught in classrooms across Montana, in her own classrooms, GED programs, Carroll College. Some of you might not know that she and Mark also taught at archaeological digs across Europe before they ever came to Montana. With Ellen, I saw her teach around campfires. I saw her teach on street corners. I saw her teach in front of brothels, inside of haunted mansions. I saw her teach on top of mountains. And I saw her teach along the raging rivers at historic digs in Virginia City. I saw her teach in the bar room in Nevada City. She taught in prisons. She took us to the women's prison in Deer Lodge. And I saw her teach in sanctuaries, those like the ones that are in Virginia City. She took us there for a very magical evening and a ghost walk about Virginia City. We're talking high school students that you're trying to reach in some fashion so that they can understand why it's important that they're learning these things. And Ellen had a way to hook them. It was amazing.